know, just going to look at three things today with the Google Suite to begin with. The first one is logging into your Chrome browser. Now, for a lot of the stuff we'll be doing at school, your Chrome browser should be your main browser of use because of the easy access it gives us to our communication platforms and whatnot. So, first things first, if you're not logged in, generally when you'll look to open up a Chrome, it'll come to a page similar like this, and this is where you'd log in. So if it's no one's logged in, you'd log in down here. If there is already a user on there, you can log in up in the top corner. So all you do is you put in your email. Helps if you spell it right. Password, and then you're in. Yours will all come up like this because the school one that you're logged into is managed by us. The key thing about logging in is it allows you to do these things here. So you can do it later on in your settings, but generally by logging in, it allows you to sync over multiple devices, which is really handy if you're using a MacBook or any laptop, your browser at home on a home computer, your phones, iPads, anything like that. You can, using Chrome browser, you can have access to everything that you normally would. So once you're logged in, it'll bring up your options, and obviously you'll see up in the top corner here, it'll have you as being a person in here and as well as over here. So you'll notice now on mine that everything's just started to change up along here. That's because previously I'd synced my browser, so now all my bookmarks and everything will automatically come up onto here. Just get rid of this one. So once you've logged in, if you haven't logged in before, the next thing we want to look at is the bookmarks bar, which is right here. So what that allows you to do is to get access to a lot of the sites that you go to regularly, and they have them all in one place, and like I said, it'll go across multiple devices. So let's say I was on here, a school website. Once you're on a site, and if you're looking at something you're going to be going back to, you want to remember where it is, it's really simple here to just click over on our star over here. It looks like I've already saved this one before. And you can write in the name of the site or what you want it, and then you get the choice of where you put it. So generally, if you don't have anything on there at the time, it'll just put it on the bookmarks bar. But what you can do is you can create folders within there. If I come out of here, you can see some of these ones I've actually created folders already. Where you decide where you put it or what folder, and then you just simply press done, and then it'll go to where that one is. So for example, I think I previously put this into our class one, so there it is right there. So you can have multiple sites within a folder, and sometimes that makes it a bit easier because there's only so many you can actually fit along this bookmarks bar. So you keep the ones that you're going to use the most often available, and then you start to look at all these other ones and where you're putting them and whatnot. Next thing we're going on to is syncing. So if you initially don't sync your Google information, you can do later on. Generally, you come up to here, you can get into your settings. So in here, if you come down to settings, the very first thing in here is whether you're signed in. Okay, now if you go to advanced sync settings, this is where you get to put in what you want Google to sync with you. So sometimes maybe if you've got, say, credit cards and stuff on your personal one, you don't want it in there, you don't have to share it. Obviously anything you sync with the browser means anyone else that opens your browser will have access to all of those things there. So you might not want passwords to automatically come up. Maybe you don't want your history or the themes or open tabs you've got currently. Personally, I have everything synced. It just means I have access to everything on my phone. I've got a tablet, desktop, all of those kind of things. And it also means that even if you need to borrow a device or something, you go somewhere, you can get access to everything you've got really easily as long as you've got that Wi-Fi coverage. And that's pretty much a bit of a starter for our Google Chrome suite. Cheers.